This LinkedIn Live for 2024 is getting me really excited. I'm so excited that you decided to join me here today to talk about how to leverage LinkedIn. LinkedIn, if you don't know, is the world's largest professional social network. There are now 1 billion people on LinkedIn, and over 60 million LinkedIn users log in every single day and spend more than 17 minutes a day on the platform. There are more millionaires on LinkedIn than any other platform. And you can see people's first name, last name, company name, where they work, where they worked before. You see their title. You can get all their contact information because you have so many points of data. It is a prospecting gold mine. So if you're not using LinkedIn right now, you're missing out. And if you are using it and you don't have the right strategy, realize that energy without strategy is a waste of time. So today, I'm going to show you how to use this tool called Evie AI, and I'm just going to share my screen right over here because this tool is a game changer. So let's say you're on the LinkedIn feed, and hopefully you can see my screen now. You're on the LinkedIn feed, and you see this guy Naftuli has a post. So I want to generate a comment for his post. So I open up the Chrome extension called Evie AI, and it doesn't do automation. It just simply reads the post and it drafts a comment in my voice using my persona. So it replies and it says, absolutely, Naftuli, a well-structured org chart is a game changer. It's like having a GPS for your company's workflow. At Ajax Uni, we've seen how it not only streamlines communication, but also empowers team members. Okay. Now, I can also tag him by pressing the @ sign next to his name, clicking on his name, and pressing post. So I just left a comment for Naftuli where typically it would take me maybe 2 or 3 minutes to write this comment. It took me 2 or 3 seconds to create the comment, customize it, and then post it. For example, Eli, I want to leave a comment for her. She's one of the people in my network, a center of influence. I literally just hit generate. It'll draft a comment in my voice. And then once it drafts the comment, all I got to do is press insert, and then I can edit the comment however I see fit. In this case, of course, I'm going to tag her, understanding the market as a fellow entrepreneur who's passionate about marketing strategy. I've seen firsthand how these investments can transform a business. Okay, that's very good. So I just left comments. Now, the other thing that I do recommend doing on LinkedIn is making sure that you reply to people's posts. When somebody writes something on LinkedIn, they acknowledge you, make sure that you reply to them. So I'm going to click on my notifications. Then I'm going to scroll to the top. I'm going to click on my posts. And I'm going to see all the different things that people have been writing on my posts. So as you can see over here, I wrote this post about the guaranteed way to get more recommendations in 2024. And I have a 5-step framework here. And if you scroll down, you'll notice that I actually outlined all the frameworks, all the steps right here in the comments. But then this person over here dropped a comment for me and I haven't responded. I may not have time to respond right away, but I want to make sure that I acknowledge the person that left a comment for me. So I use Evie AI to help me generate a response to his comment. And instead of me trying to type it all up, the AI will simply read his comment and suggest a solid response just like that. And I press go. And the responses are actually really, really good that it creates for me because it learns my voice. It knows who I am. So Jeff said, great poster, Apfelbaum. I have 20 recommendations now. I hadn't really given much thoughtful of how many I want. I read your thoughts. Okay. And now I'm going to tag him. Hey, Jeff, thanks for the kind words. It's awesome that you already have 20. Setting a new goal for 2024 is a great way. Maybe start with 1. Okay, so I just, having a conversation with him in the comments and acknowledging him. Now, if I want to leave a comment on his post, I just click on his profile. As you can see, I pull him up. I see he has 8,000 followers here. I scroll down. I see he posted this a day ago. You see that? I want to drop a comment. I'm the only one that will drop a comment besides what he posted over there. It'll read the post, generate a thoughtful comment for him, And I'll say, Jeff, your reflections resonate deeply. Life ebbs and flows are universal. As a fellow entrepreneur, I appreciate your perspective. Okay, that's very good. So I just dropped a comment for him. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at his profile, and I'm actually going to save his profile. If it's not already saved, I have the opportunity on the right side here to save his profile. You see that? I press save profile, and boom. If you're watching me live right now, go ahead and drop a comment letting me know where in the world you're dialing in from. I'm dialing in from Paris right now. That's where I am. And I'm curious to know where in the world you're dialing in from. Let me see how many people are actually watching this live right now. It's 1:37 p.m. in New York, and I've been on this video for a couple of minutes over here. I'm not sure if there's anybody here. So if you're here and you're alive and you're well, let me know that you're watching this and that you're alive and you are well and that you are with me. It looks like we have almost a dozen people watching right now. So go ahead and give this an insightful or a heart or a round of applause. Leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're dialing in. Let me know that you're watching me. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I want to share with you a particular meditation that I recently wrote up for LinkedIn. And I'm going to be publishing this meditation for people who need more support and need more guidance. So the meditation is called the LinkedIn Success Meditation. And it starts like this: relax and envision yourself in a place that either brings you peace or relaxation or power. Perhaps you see yourself by a waterfall in the mountains, or by a streaming river, or at the ocean. Maybe you're in a garden and you feel really peaceful. There's no right or wrong. Whatever place you choose is perfect for you. And assuming that you're in a safe place, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths with me. And then we do a little breathing exercise. And then I say, truly feel the peace and power that surrounds you and open your heart and mind to the unlimited success that LinkedIn can offer you. Realize and believe that you can achieve almost any goal that you're willing to commit to. Know that you have the power to create your own destiny and that you get to define your own level of success. Understand that you were born with a success mechanism in your brain and you popped out of the womb born to be successful. And all your success mechanism needs is a goal to focus on and the willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve your goal. Now repeat after me with conviction, either out loud or in your head. I am abundantly compensated based on my efforts and activities. I alone control my destiny. I set aggressive but realistic goals for myself. I believe I can achieve and even exceed my current goals. I am dedicated to serving my prospects and clients. I am well rewarded for my efforts on LinkedIn. So I want you to consider that listening to a meditation like that will help you be able to create the right framework, the right thoughts. Every single thought that you have is either a vote for you or a vote against you. Your thoughts are things. Have you ever read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill? Have you ever heard of the law of attraction? Tell me if you believe in the law of attraction. Say, I believe in the chat, or you just write hogwash if you don't believe in the law of attraction. I'm curious to know what your feedback is about the law of attraction, if you believe in it or you don't believe in it. I'm going to give a couple shout outs to people that are here live. It looks like Rose is here live with me. She's in Los Angeles. Thank you so much for commenting. I appreciate it. If anybody else wants to share where you're logging in from, go ahead and share where in the world you're logging in from right now. I'm going to be sharing some insights on the things that I do on LinkedIn on a daily basis to get me success. I'm also going to be sharing my goals. So I don't know if you know this, but I recently wrote a LinkedIn article. I'll show you how you can find my LinkedIn newsletter articles. I'm sharing my screen right now. I'm going to go to my profile. So you just go to me and view profile. You can easily find my profile by clicking on my name. And then when you scroll down, there's a section here called events or newsletters. So if you click on newsletters, you'll be able to see all my newsletters. So you can see I published one called Joe Apfelbaum Sharing Goals for 2024. And when you click on that, it takes you to my article where I say one of the most important things you can do as a business professional is to set strategic goals for your business. And then I said, you also have to share your goals. You see that? And I share my goals. And I say, my goal for Evie AI is the LinkedIn AI assistant is to sign up 24 companies with more than 24 users each. Sign up to our affiliate program and send the link to Evie AI to anyone you know that has more than 24 sales reps and that should be using LinkedIn. Create a post about the benefits of using Evie AI and use it yourself if you are active on LinkedIn. Get to know what the tool does. Okay, so I basically talk about how people can support me and I break it down here. Now, when I meet somebody new on LinkedIn, the first thing I ask them is, hey, have you read my article with my goals? And I talk about how I'm going to be getting to my goals. I write down all the different links and the way that you can support me. And in this way, whenever I talk to a center of influence or I talk to anybody, I just send them this article and say, hey, can you read this with me? I either read it with them on the phone, I read it with them in person, or I send it to them and ask them to please like it and comment on it. So I'll share this article with you so you can literally just copy the framework of this article and write your own article just like this one. I highly recommend that you go ahead and do this, and I will put this in the comments for you right here so that you can grab it later. Okay, I just put it in the comments here. I'm not sure if it worked. It says failed to post comment. So if that's what happens, I'm just going to go to view profile and I'll drop it via the backwards way on LinkedIn because sometimes things don't work there. So I have to go to my recent activity, and under my recent activity, there'll be a comment box here. And then I just drop the comment, the post right over there. And that way it works. I don't know why it doesn't let me comment on my own posts. It's so strange. Have you guys been using LinkedIn Live or not? I'm curious to know if you've been using it or not. Okay, so I click on relevant, most relevant. I can see all the different comments here just like that. All right, so what are the other things that I do? The other things that I do is I send people happy anniversary messages. I thank people that have recently connected with me on LinkedIn. So if somebody's a brand new connection on LinkedIn, I'll make sure to thank them. I'll say, so glad that we connected on LinkedIn. Happy New Year. I will send people happy birthday messages. There's a lot that you can be doing on LinkedIn, and most people are not doing any of this stuff on LinkedIn. So I highly recommend that you check it out. I have over 1,000 people that are waiting to connect with me on LinkedIn. And the first thing that I do before I actually hit connect with people is I check out their profile. I see she's the founder and CEO of Skyline Consulting in Salt Lake City, Utah. So I'm going to press accept. See that? And I'm going to press message. And hopefully this will work. If it doesn't work, if the message for whatever reason doesn't work, and sometimes on LinkedIn I click message and it doesn't work, I hit refresh and then I press message again, and this time it works. I'm going to say thank you for connecting on LinkedIn. You see that? Just like that. Now I can use Evie AI to craft that message for me, and it'll be a little more articulate. But just by clicking the Evie AI box. I think I met this woman in Florida recently, and she just hit me up here, and I am definitely going to be setting up a call. And one of the things that you can do here is click on contact info, and often their entire contact information will just show up right then and there, which is really great. In this case, the contact info box is empty. For some reason, it's not. They didn't put any contact information. In this case, I'll look in their about section, see if there's anything there. If not, what I'll do is I'll just Google them and I'll try to find out information about them on Google, which is also really, really useful. All right. There's a tool that I use called Opus, which allows me to be able to take my LinkedIn Lives and be able to just literally create all these different clips out of it. As you can see, I created all these nice, cute little clips just in a matter of seconds. So after I'm done with this LinkedIn Live, I'm going to go into this tool and it's going to automatically create all the different posts for me just like that. Really, really cool. I had a great time in Europe, and I'm glad that I'm coming back home because I actually miss my kids. So I'm going to be having dinner with them tomorrow night as soon as I get back in. And I'm just really grateful that I came out here. It really helped me be able to see different cultures. It helped me be able to see different cities and taste different foods and be in a different environment. I wanted to start my year and end my year being global because now I have a global business. My business is no longer local. My business used to be local. I used to have a local business. Now I have a global business. I have people that are my clients from over 15 different countries all around the world. And that excites me very, very much. And you might ask me why. Why does it excite me to have clients all over the world? Because that creates stability in a business. When you have one city or one state or even one country and something happens to that country, well, then something happens to your business. But if you have clients all over the world, you can tap into many different economies, you can get many different partners. And like every major corporation around the world, from Google to Microsoft to Netflix to Amazon to Facebook, they're all global companies. And I used to be afraid of doing business globally, but now I'm no longer afraid because I actually travel the world and meet the people in those countries to get to understand my customers. So I went to London, I went to France, I went to Canada, I went to Mexico, I went all over the place to be able to connect with my target market, to connect with my audience, and to continue to build a global company. My question to you is, what countries have you recently visited? In the comments, go ahead and let me know. Let's have a conversation. LinkedIn Live is about having a real time conversation with your audience. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking with you. It's not a versation, it's a conversation. That's the benefit of LinkedIn Live. So whether you're watching the live or later you're watching the replay, you have the opportunity to have a conversation with me by you chatting in the comments and by me talking about what you're chatting in the comments. So I am going to load right now my recent activities on LinkedIn and see who's been commenting and give you a little shout out. It does take time for people to join your live. So if you're live on LinkedIn and people are not joining it right away, it takes time till people find you and they get in on it and they start joining. And whenever you do an impromptu live, most of the action you're going to get is going to be in the replay. Now, the reason why I do LinkedIn Lives and I committed to doing 244 LinkedIn Lives this year is because every time I do a LinkedIn Live, I get better at presenting, I get better at improvising, and then I have content that I can use later in these little clips, these little videos. I'm going to share my screen now and just kind of show you some of the little videos that I've been able to produce. And I have hundreds of these little videos that I've been able to produce just from doing several LinkedIn Lives. So if you scroll down over here, you'll notice all the comments here. Irina's here. So I'm going to click on Irina's profile, give her a shout out. Irina's my meditation teacher. Awesome person. I'm going to click on Save Profile over here. I'm actually going to summarize her profile. So with Evie AI, you have the ability to save profiles, and then you can summarize those profiles by clicking on a button. You can also add people to lists. So I see that she's engaged on my content. So she's a certified CBT life coach educator with experience in mindfulness, leadership, performance optimization, energy management. You see, all this information is right over here. She's based in Croatia. So I'm going to close this here. Again, she just said that she visited several countries. So thank you very much for commenting. It looks like you have the opportunity to add many more followers and many more connections. Every connection that you have also becomes a follower. And using Evie AI, see, the last time you posted was 9 months ago. If you download the Chrome extension or you just go to app.evieai.com, you can simply go in here to the post writer and write, give me 3 tips to be a more mindful CEO and attract success. Okay, so I'm just going to press generate. And it's going to, I said times instead of tips, but hopefully it'll give me tips. Or maybe it'll give me times. Either way, it'll be a nice little post. 3 tips to be a more mindful CEO and attract success. Clear aim, and look at that. It basically wrote an entire post just like that. I'm going to take this post, and as a gift, I'm actually going to send it to Irina, just like that. I'm going to click on message, and I'm going to send her this post as a gift, and I'm going to say, enjoy. And now she can post this post on LinkedIn, and then she can go to Evie AI and create her own posts. So posting on LinkedIn, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just a second because I want to encourage you. Posting on LinkedIn is of great benefit to the people that actually post on LinkedIn. And you might ask why. Why is it important to post on LinkedIn? Well, the reason it's important to post on LinkedIn is because posting creates exposure for you. You already have followers. Every connection you have on LinkedIn is also a follower. Why not post on LinkedIn? Now, you might say, well, I'm not sure what to post about. Post about your target market. Post about your expertise. Post about your skills. Post about the questions that people have. And if you're not sure what to write, you can have a tool like Evie AI, which is an AI for LinkedIn, help you draft your post within just a few seconds. On my LinkedIn Live, you saw how I demonstrated writing a topic and just hitting generate, and it'll just generate a post. And the beauty is that our AI generates the post with all the best practices on LinkedIn, a hook, main points, call to action, hashtags, everything's included in your post. So you don't have to be worried about making sure that your post is formatted correctly to have the most exposure on LinkedIn. The only thing you got to do is edit the post and then add an image if you want or a video and hit post, and that's it. And if you haven't posted on LinkedIn in many months, then you're missing opportunity, because LinkedIn is a place that allows you to be able to tap into that opportunity. I want you in 2024 to post at least once a week. With Evie AI, you can create posts on any topic for free. Now, if you want to be able to access our more sophisticated AI, you can always upgrade and you can get a more sophisticated AI. But you get 20 activities for free on Evie AI, so I highly recommend you try it out today. And if you like what it does, then you can always upgrade later. My goal is to help 1,000 people use LinkedIn every single day. And I want you to be one of those 1,000 people. If I can make a difference for 1,000 people on LinkedIn, wow, that would really fill my heart, because those 1,000 people will also help 1,000 people. And together, we're going to be able to impact 1,000,000 people, because 1,000 times 1,000 is 1,000,000. Do you like it? If you like it, write I like it and give me a heart, because I like it and I like you. And I appreciate you very much. I want you to know that you are valuable. You showing up in people's life is a valuable thing. You sending your LinkedIn connections happy birthday is a valuable thing. You saying hello to people, happy anniversary, congratulations on your new role. You building a relationship and communicating with your network is valuable. People are craving connection now more than ever. People want to get on the phone. I have people reaching out to me every single day saying, Joe, I want to get on the phone with you. I want to build a relationship. I want to get to know you. I want to know how I can add value to your life. And then they tell me what I can do for them as well, because I make sure to ask them the question, how can I add value to your life? Write down that question and make sure that you ask it to at least 10 of your LinkedIn connections every single week. How can I add value to your life? That is a profound question, because it's not always about leads or introductions. Sometimes just by asking the question and making people think is valuable in and of itself. I also want you to take the time to make a list of books that you're going to be reading this year. I'm very committed to personal development. And so far, I read one book this year. I actually listened to it. It's called Atomic Habits, and I've been talking a lot about it on LinkedIn. But my goal this year is to listen to 24 books and share insights on LinkedIn Live about my books, and also about the books that I've been reading. So, have you been reading any books? In the comments, let me know what books you have been reading. If you have any book recommendations for me, drop them in the comments. I would love to see your book recommendations. Anas, welcome, welcome. You said I like it. Irina, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you. It looks like you visited France, Italy, Australia, and the UK. You've been moving around. And Rose, it looks like you visited the Emirates. I love that. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate it. And Rose, it looks like you already have over 3,000 followers on LinkedIn. That's wonderful. I'm really grateful that me and you are connected on LinkedIn, and I'm looking forward to sharing more insights with you. And I hope that you're leveraging Evy AI, EVYAI. I do see that you've been reposting things on LinkedIn, which is great. Reposting is fun, but reposting doesn't really get you a lot of exposure. I want to encourage you, instead of just reposting, to actually create your own posts. Writing a post is very different than reposting other people's content. And I appreciate you hitting the repost button. And anybody that hits the repost button on this video, you can just click on repost and just repost this video. That helps me. That sends my video out just a little bit further. But that doesn't necessarily help you. So what will help you is actually posting. So very, very cool that you guys are on here now watching me. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to be sharing my screen, and I'm going to take a few more activities just to kind of show you the power of this LinkedIn tool called Evy AI. So one of the things I like to do is click on my saved profiles inside the app.evyai.com/saved-profiles. And as you can see, I have Rose saved here. I have Arena saved here. And if I go down and I want to see all my premium engaged clients, you see that these are the people that are my clients that are engaged, and I click on see recent activity, I'm actually opening up all their recent activity in a separate tab. Now, what that allows me to do is to be able to quickly leave a comment for them. You see, I already left a comment for Jane here today, but I can quickly leave a comment for them profile without waiting for their post to show up on the feed. This is essential, staying top of mind with your most important clients. Why is this essential? Because if you wait for things to show up on the feed, you're not necessarily staying top of mind with those people. But a guy like, I want to stay top of mind with Carrie, because Carrie, his clients are my ideal client. So he's what you call a center of influence. And so I'm going to tag him in his own post and make sure that he notices me and remembers me. I'm the only one that commented on his post. You see that? I'm the only one that did that. And so he's definitely going to notice me, and I'm going to find more posts and drop more content on his posts so that he remembers me. He knows that I exist, and so that he also refers business to me, because people can only refer business to you if they remember that you exist. Okay, so just dropping comments like that will help you stay top of mind with those people. So I see Joseph, who's also a client of mine, has posted. Nobody left a comment on his post. It was 5 days ago, so this was last year actually. So all I got to do is click on the Evy AI logo right here next to the comment. It'll load the Evy AI extension. I just hit generate. It'll read the post and suggest a well thought out comment. Now, realize that every single comment that I generate also gets saved right over here. You see that? It also gets saved in my recent activity. So to be able to see how many comments I left today, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You see that? All these comments that I left today. I've created a lot of activity. My goal is to be able to leave 10,000 comments. Now, I can't leave 10,000 comments a year. I can't leave 10,000 comments there just like that. I need to use artificial intelligence to help me be able to be more super. And so that's my thought process. I want to be super. Write super in the chat. I want to know who wants to be super in the chat. I'm going to say Happy New Year. Okay. I'm going to press enter. I don't know where the post button is. The post button's gone here. I don't know what happened. Oh, there it is. It appeared now. Sometimes LinkedIn does funky stuff. Okay. And I'm going to stay top of mind. Now, the other thing that I do is I also send messages to my clients. So over here, December 5th was the last time I sent a message. In this case, I'm going to use Evie AI. And I'm going to say, wishing you a happy new year. Looking forward to seeing more of your content this year and engaging. I'm going to press GPT-4 generate. And what it's going to do is it's going to read our last conversation, and it's going to generate a reply that has the context of our conversation and in a more professional way. Now, what I wrote is fine. I can send, but check out what it wrote. It took what I wrote and it said, Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to seeing more of your content this year and engage. I truly believe that we can learn so much from each other's experience. Remember that if you ever need any assistance on LinkedIn or digital marketing, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a prosperous 2021. I have to fix that to 2024 because the AI thinks it's 2021. I don't know why. Remember, need assistance with LinkedIn or anything else? Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help. Have a great Friday. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to press send. Do you see the way that I stay top of mind with him? I didn't sell him anything. Just building a relationship, wishing him a happy new year, just like that, and kind of did it for me. It added a nice, cute little CTA. Posting, engaging, and messaging is the key to success on LinkedIn. Posting will give you exposure. Commenting will get you credibility, and messaging will get you meetings with people. I want to encourage you to do that this year. I want to thank you for joining me here on this LinkedIn Live. Thank you for being with me here today. I appreciate you. I'm going to be going on LinkedIn Live 244 times this year. This is my second time, so I got 242 left. I'm going to be counting them one at a time. My goal is to do it every weekday, if possible. It's not always possible, but I'm going to make every attempt to go live and share insights with you and show you how I use Evie AI to build relationships, to post, to engage, to message, to summarize, to save profiles. And I hope that you use the application as well. Tag somebody in the comments that you think might benefit from this. Message somebody and send them this so that they learn how to use LinkedIn properly so they can save time, be more efficient, and grow their business. We are adding new features in the next 2 weeks to Evie AI, so stay tuned. I'll be sharing those features very, very soon, and I'll be sharing more insights from the books that I read. I'm going to be reading 24 books, so I'm going to be sharing insights from those books as well. Once again, thank you very much for engaging with me. Thank you for being in my life, and I'll see you on the next LinkedIn.